Jessica from Sloppy Swatches. Today I have the Moste Potente Potions collection from Bohemian Polish. These were sent to me for review. It's a collection of 7 different Harry Potter themed polishes, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to start with Half-Life. This is a bright silver linear holographic polish, and it almost is like a foil finish, super shiny. Here is a brush shot with all of that hollowy goodness. All of the Bohemian polishes have really nice wide brushes, so I'll show you how it swatches. Here is one coat of Half-Life on my natural nail. I do have a base coat laid down. So this is really close to being opaque on the first coat. Nice formula, no dragging or anything, so I'm going to let this dry and come back in for a second coat. Okay, I'm ready for the second coat of Half-Life. Really smooth and easy, and it dries down pretty glossy as well, but I will be using Bohemian Polish's Flash Dry Top Coat on all the colors today. And here is the finished mani of Half-Life. You can see how foil-like it is, super shiny, a really unique silver holographic polish. And here is the swatch photo in direct sunlight. Next up is Still Your Face. This is a sort of chartreusey, yellowish green linear holographic polish. Here is the brush shot. Here is one coat of Still Your Face on my natural nail. So it's a little bit sheer, and I found that with the super wide brushes, they're awesome, but they will pick up a little bit too much polish sometimes, so you have to be aware of that. Here's one coat of Still Your Face. I'll let that dry and come back in for a second coat. Okay, I'm ready for a second coat. You can see these dull down just a little bit, so I'll be top coating again with the Flash Dry Top Coat from Bohemian Polish. I did a little bit thick of a second coat, but I think this is going to bring it completely opaque. The formula is a little bit thin, so you have to watch out around the edges. And here is the finished mani of Still Your Face, topped with the Flash Dry Top Coat. You can see the Flash Dry doesn't dull the hollow at all. So here is a swatch photo in direct sunlight. Next up is Liquid Luck. This is a soft peachy color with gold flash and a linear hollow glitter throughout. So I'll show you a brush shot. Really creamy and pretty. And I'll show you how it swatches. So this is one coat of Liquid Luck on my natural nail. This one's a little bit sheer, but the gold is very evident. You can see all the gold shimmer. I'll let this dry and come back in for a second coat. Alright, here's the second coat of Liquid Luck. I got a little bit too much polish on my brush again, but that's okay. Even though the formula is a little bit on the thinner side, it's not so thin that you can't control it. I can still see a little bit of nail line, so I am going to come back in for a third coat. So here is the third coat of Liquid Luck. Really smooth and easy. I think that's going to bring it completely opaque. Here is the finished mani of Liquid Luck, topped with the Flash Dry Top Coat. And here is my swatch photo in natural indirect light. Next up is Love Potion number 9 3/4, a really cute name. This is a hot pink polish with some shredded iridescent flakies in it, as well as a little bit of gold flash and some hollow glitter. So I'll show you a brush shot. And here is one coat of Love Potion number 9 3/4 on my natural nail. I found that I didn't get a whole lot of flakies in the pink one. I may need to turn my bottle upside down. And the formula is a little bit thicker than the others as well. So I'll let this dry and then we'll come back in for a second coat. Okay, here's the second coat of Love Potion number 9 3/4. I'm getting a little bit more flakies on this swipe. The formula is just a tiny bit on the thick side, and I found that on my other fingers I had to manipulate the flakes a little bit to keep them on. They're really fun polish. So I'm going to go ahead and demo the Flash Dry Top Coat, since the flakies dry down to a little bit of a textured finish. So it's a really smooth, super fast drying. It did a great job at leveling it out. So I'll test this further with nail art to make sure it doesn't smear or anything like that. And here is the finished mani of Love Potion number 9 3/4. This was one of my favorites. And here is the swatch photo in natural and direct light. Next up is See No Dreams. This is a light lavender type purple with a strong linear hollow glitter, as well as some blue glitter, and I'm also getting some red flash from it, so really pretty. Here's a brush shot. You can see all the blue glitter shining off of it. And here is one coat of See No Dreams on my natural nail. This one starts out a little bit sheer too, so I'll let that dry and come back in for a second coat. Here is the second coat of See No Dreams. I only did 2 coats of this one, and you can totally get away with 2 coats, but I really think I should have done a third just to deepen up the color a little bit. This one also does dry a little bit dull, so I'm going to top coat it with the flash dry top coat. So here is the finished mani. I have 2 coats on all my fingers, except for my middle finger. I have 3 coats, so you can see the difference a little bit. And here is the swatch photo in natural and direct light. Next up is Don't Mind the Steam, and this is a mid-tone sort of purpley pink with a strong holographic glitter throughout, as well as a little bit of gold flash. So I'll show you a brush shot. And I'll show you how it swatches. So here is one coat of Don't Mind the Steam on my natural nail. Really smooth formula. I do love the really thick brush. So I'll let that dry, and then we'll come back in for a second coat. Okay, here's the second coat of Don't Mind the Steam. You can see when it dries down, it still retains a lot of that gold flash. So I think we're gonna need one more coat. I can still see a little bit of nail line, so I'll let this dry and come back in for a third coat. Here is the third coat of Don't Mind the Steam, and this is gonna bring it completely opaque. I feel like you could totally get away with 2 coats if you wanted to, especially if you do nice thick coats. So here is the finished mani of Don't Mind the Steam, topped with the flash dry top coat from Bohemian Polish. And here's the swatch photo in natural and direct light. So last up is Furry Little Problem Solver. For whatever reason, this reminds me of Beast from X-Men. This is a really pretty blue with the shredded iridescent flakies in it, as well as a little bit of gold flash and some hollow glitter. So I'll show you a brush shot. Really pretty, and the flakies really stand out in the blue. And I'll show you how it swatches. So here is one coat of Furry Little Problem Solver on my natural nail. I got a good amount of flakies with this one. There was a tiny little bit of pigment that didn't get mixed up that's showing up like blue stripes, but that's not a problem. I think if I shook it up a bit, those would disapparate. So I'll let this dry and come back in for a second coat. Here is the second coat of Furry Little Problem Solver. I did need to manipulate the flakes a little bit to make sure they stayed on my nail. So that's going to bring it completely opaque. I'll top coat. And here is the finished mani of Furry Little Problem Solver. You can see how well the iridescent flakies really stand out in this one. And here is a swatch photo in natural and direct light. So I just want to go ahead and show you the flash dry top coat. It looks like most other top coats, but it has a really cute Bohemian Polish label and the same thick brush. The dry time on this is amazing, and it doesn't have a harsh smell or anything like that, so that's a really good top coat. I was also sent the Bohemian Polish cuticle oil in the scent Butterbeer to review. It has a screw-off cap and a little roller ball applicator, so I'll go ahead and show you how I do that now. I just roll it directly onto my cuticle. You can let it sit on there thick and let them soak in. I like to go ahead and smear it in with my finger. It's absorbed really well. It smells really good. It smells like caramel candies and brown sugar. So really easy to apply. It keeps your cuticles nice and healthy, and it absorbs really quickly. I I'll link the Bohemian Polish storefront down below if you're interested in picking up any of these items. You can use wand core for 20% off your order. If you'd like to see more photos, you can head over to my blog at sloppyswatches.wordpress.com or follow me on Instagram at sloppyswatches. So thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.